Hello, everybody. Welcome to our presentation. Today, we're going to talk about English language arts workstations. Here is the tentative agenda for today. We're going to ask you about what do you know about workstations? We're going to either learn the theory through PowerPoint or a video, ask about the curriculum, create workstations, share workstations, feedback, and questions and comments at the end. Okay, so previous research on workstations. Literacy workstations in language arts in classes have been used for at least 2 decades in grades K to 12 as valuable teaching resources, but their implementation is more limited at the college level. Currently, there is more research at the elementary classroom followed by middle school, high school, and college level. The workstations included use the 4 modes of languages: listening, speaking, reading, and writing as recommended by Carrera 2012. The results support a correlation between workstations and high academic success rate and high attendance rate, among other results. Previous research demonstrates that students of Spanish as a heritage language learners or bilingual students may have a higher Spanish vocabulary level than students of Spanish as a second language or foreign language students. And research also found out that the Spanish vocabulary level may be correlated to reading comprehension. In other words, the more Spanish vocabulary the students know, the better reading comprehension levels in the target language they will have. Some previous research support the use of language art workstations as they may help to improve the reading and comprehension skills, the language art skills, the social and writing skills, and they may also help to improve higher order thinking skills, okay? According to Hilbert et al. 2003, activity centers or literacy workstations may permit teachers to give instruction and assistance to small groups, provide context for teaching, promote excellence in academics, and they may provide justice and incorporation. However, workstations should not be too easy or too complicated to be successful. About Site 2011 believes that workstations and small group work may help in the following ways to students. They may provide individualized and meaningful instruction. They may provide immediate feedback. They may also help to evaluate student progress, and they may also improve reading comprehension skills and listening skills. Okay. Chavez 2019 found out that workstations help her students in Spanish classes with the following: listening skills, social skills, oral skills, improve their vocabulary learning, academic skills, self-esteem. It also helped them students to become more responsible. So 76% of the students who participated in the research identified themselves as students of Spanish as a second language, okay? So now we're going to take a short look at the Spanish language art standards, which are very similar to the ones in English, okay? You see elementary, middle school, and high school. They want us to teach listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. This is according to the Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills provided by Texas Education Agency, okay? So now, here are the K-12 Standard English Language Arts texts, taken from textreg.sos.statetexas.us, okay? As you can see, they're the same. So Spanish language arts and as well as English language arts, they are very similar in grades K to 12. They are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So grades 6 through 12, they change a little bit. The strands focus on academic oracy, authentic reading, and reflective writing to ensure a literary text comprehension, response, multiple genres, author's purpose, and craft composition. Okay. So again, they are very similar. K to 12, they emphasize listening, speaking, reading, and writing, okay, for the English language arts. College standards to learning a language. The standards of Spanish language art at the college level may vary according to the department and college or university. There is more freedom than in grades K to 12. According to Chavez 2017, the levels in Spanish at the college level can be measured using several standards. One of those is the ACTFL. Another one is the Common European Framework of Reference, Faircloth et al. 2010, and others. Okay. In the United States, it's more common, the ACTFL, American Council on Teaching and Foreign Languages. And the CEFR is mostly used in Europe. Okay. Okay, so now let's go back to the topic, literacy workstations. A literacy center or language arts workstation is a space or area specifically designed to improve or practice a specific objective in learning. A language arts workstation or literacy center can be movable or stationary. Literacy workstations may have different goals. According to WEC 2019, workstations may enforce previous learning material, they may aid with teacher interventions, they may allow students to make decisions, they may allow students to work at their own pace, and they may help students to learn to work individually or with a classmate. Excuse me. Language arts workstations may include hands-on activities, and they could make students feel successful on their learning. Excuse me again. Fishner 2019 considers that workstations may help with learning, differentiation, help to understand a topic better, help students to engage in different learning tasks. They may help students to have more language exposure, and workstations may expose students to more variety of learning experiences. However, there is still some debate about using workstations because of the following reasons. They can be time-consuming if they're not prepared well. They can also be disastrous if not implemented correctly. You may have a bad behavior if they are not implemented correctly, okay? Therefore, teachers need to be trained accordingly. That's why you're here today. Chavez 2019 results, they work correctly as they were supposed to work because they were adult students in this research, but she also has worked with workstations in elementary levels for grades first and second grade bilingual classes. In this particular study, the less absences students have, the better academic success rate for the students. Workstations gave more time to work one-on-one with the professor. I had time to do work conferences and work with at-risk students. They help to improve the leadership skills and the academic success rate of the students who participated in the research. Okay, so now let's talk about the process, how we can create the workstations. Okay, as the process is infinitive, here are some recommendations, okay? The groups can be done by ability, heterogeneously, or by interest. They also need to be pertinent and have a purpose. The groups should be small, 2 to 4 persons, or they can also work individually, but that will be like individual work. Okay, as Spanish language arts and English language arts have 4 modes of languages, we also recommend 4 language art workstations, okay? As recommended by Carreira, those are 1 listening, 1 speaking, 1 reading, and 1 writing. However, they can also be different among other subjects, like 1 will be reading, 1 will be math, 1 will be science, 1 will be social studies, okay? So once you decide which workstation you want to start first, you go to your curriculum, get ready, and your lesson plans, so you're ready for the next step. So decide what is your goal for the workstation or workstations you want to plan, okay? Then create a simple and clear directions on 1 single page. Don't make it too complicated, especially for elementary students. It is better to give the students more information to prevent interruptions. So for small children in elementary classroom that still cannot read, you may need to give them the directions orally and then send them out to the workstations. It means that give them the directions to each workstation, then send them out. You may also meet with leaders of the workstations to make sure they understand the directions. So for each workstation, it's also recommended that you designate a leader or the students designate a leader. Usually to start, I will put the high academic students as the leaders because they usually know how to follow directions since the beginning. You may also want to create an extra activity box or reading library for the ones who finish early before it is time to switch workstations, okay? Again, this one is to prevent interruptions. So once you have a goal for your workstation, a topic, a little worksheet with directions, you need to decide, are your stations going to be portable or stable? So portable, you take like a little basket and move it every 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the age of the students and the level of the activity that you are doing, okay? So next step, decide if you're choosing your leaders to start and then rotate. Then decide how much time are you giving them. In our study, the students had 7 to 10 minutes depending on the activity and they rotated clockwise. We did not want to give them too much time to be bored or wander around the classroom. If you see that the time is not working, you can always extend it. Then prepare and label your baskets or your areas. Okay, next, prepare, revise, and complete your workstations. Next, deliver the workstations with your students. Assess, reevaluate, modify, and deliver again as needed. We also recommend you revise your workstation at least once each semester or every academic year because students change and classes too. For instance, you may have a great class working on station A as an example, but your class 2 doesn't work well with those directions. In other words, once you create a workstation, it's not set in works, and you can always come back and make changes. As the activities on those workstations are infinitive and every professor or teacher can adapt or create their own, according to their personal goals and objectives, here we give you some specific ideas to get you started on them, okay? For the listening workstation, a simple purchase already from the market Mexican Loteria works well with all ages, elementary and college students also. Another one is that you can create your own Loteria with the vocabulary words from the week, okay? You can also listen to audiobooks, listen to music, basic songs related to the topic, watch cultural videos related to a topic covered in class, invite important speakers about a topic covered in class or event, or any other idea. Speaking workstation, describe orally a picture, an event, an object, retell a story, record themselves speaking about a topic, read short stories to a partner, a teddy bear, etc. Talk about important Hispanic traditions at home, their family size, favorite music, favorite food, movies, their favorite hobbies, their favorite teacher, their favorite friend, etc. Again, the ideas are infinitive. Or it can also be about a topic covered in class, okay? Reading, of course, having a little small basket related to a topic you already covered, level readers, a genre, an event, a holiday. The reading can happen silently. It can happen with a partner, or you can have them even complete a short worksheet with certain mapping questions for comprehension questions. Have students read for 5 to 10 minutes, depending on their age. Students will read partners, papers, or short stories created in workstations for writing, or any other activity that you may already have. Writing a short description about a picture, and this can be 1 through 5 sentences, or for older students, it can be 5 to 10 sentences, okay? And they can describe a picture, an object, a story, an event, a book, family member, classmate, movie, holiday, etc. They can also write about Latin American country assigned previously by the professor or teacher, but write about their favorite singer, favorite hero, write about a topic already covered in class, okay? That can be used like a summary. Other topic, of course, yes, you can add any other topic. Some story mapping sample questions include the following: the main character, a place where it happened, a problem and a solution. For the more advanced students, you can add more things to the map, like time of event, additional characters like the antagonist, their characteristics, etc. They could also either retell journals, rewrite a different ending to their stories depending on their levels. I'm sorry, I was citing my reference. For the ones already able to use a computer, they can also do writing in their mapping on the computer, depending on the technology you have. Story mapping can be used in any language station, like listening, speaking, reading, or writing. Some ideas for Hispanic celebrations are the months. They are given by months, January through December, okay? More about Hispanic traditions that you can add, especially for the speaking, okay? Other possible workstations, as I already mentioned, you can combine the workstations. You're not limited to have only listening, speaking, reading, and writing. You can also have a reading, a science, and math, okay? Etc. Other tips, okay. So make sure you're not spending too much money on the workstations, because the better they are planned, you don't need to spend much money. Okay? But some printing, yes. If you already have your workstations, you can always laminate it and continue using it later. And then some little things like what worked, what didn't work, how to change it for the future, okay? My references is my journal article, What is the Effect of Using Language Arts Workstations in Success and Rotation Rates in Spanish College Classes, and then the text is essential knowledge and skills for English language arts. Okay, that's what we're gonna be doing next on the presentation. Thank you for watching.